for Joy takes a close look at some of the statistics produced by the Educational Quality and Accountability Office, which for 12 years has been asking every year whether kids say they like to read. Over the last 12 years, there's been a dramatic decline in the number of children, students who say they like to read. Kids in grade 3, it's dropped from 75% to 50% last year. And for kids in grade 6, and they've asked all the children in the province, it's declined from 65% to 50%. There's strong international research that shows that reading enjoyment is correlated with success and achievement in all subjects, not just reading, but science, history, mathematics. Kids who like to read do better in school.
And the research also highlights another factor which is disturbing, and that is the decline in the number of teacher librarians in our public education system.
It's very alarming to discover that in Canada, in Ontario, where we have a premier who is the education premier, that we are actually engendering a loss of love of reading through the way I believe that we are teaching reading in the schools right now. We need to reignite the love of reading. We need to reinvigorate our school libraries, which I agree are the absolute essential building block. We need kids to be able to follow their interests, to find joy in learning.
And this is a worry across many countries, the declining reading enjoyment. The worry is that we have focused too far in one direction and not enough in the other, so that reading has become very much like a lot of our education, getting the skills to be able to, compete in the global economy. And reading is about more than just the skill of reading. It's really about something that happens to you inside. So one of the things that the OECD does say is that kids who read fiction, even though fiction, and we're now sort of think of fiction as some kind of frill, that kids who read fiction are actually more likely to do better in school. Where we're concerned we've gone wrong is that reading often comes home as work, as homework, and parents are then encouraged to help their kids with the decoding and their letter sound correspondence. And this isn't where parents are actually helpful, and where reading at home may have become work as well, and maybe part of this decline in the percentage of kids who say they enjoy reading. One of the things that's worrying is the same EQAO surveys show that only 21% of kids in grade 3 say their parents read to them every day or almost every day. And the research definitely shows that reading to your kids every day is a huge promoter, not just of their ability to succeed in school, but also of their enjoyment of reading.
There are two key groups of people here who instill, as we all know in this room, a love of reading in children, and that's parents and teachers.
I think that it has to become one of our measures of success for our schools. Right now in Ontario, we look at whether or not we're meeting targets for test scores and the percentage of kids who are graduating. But I think we need to add to that list and say, let's measure the change in the percentage of kids who say they like to read. So that when we're looking at schools, when we're looking at our whole education system, when you're thinking about your own child, that we all value liking to read as a core component of their success. And again, as Patsy and Sam and Kelly have all said, not just of their success in school, but a core component of their success in their lives.